Katie, you're welcome back anytime. Come on in. You look festive as always.
Thanks so much.
Hi, Katie Linendoll, our tech expert, our technology expert is here joining us to talk about all sorts of, thank you, gizmos and gadgets this holiday season for Halloween. What is this?
I just kind of stole this off the stage real quick. Yeah. So.
Are you not supposed to tell anybody as we're now broadcasting live?
Oh, we're live? We're live?
We're live.
No, I always feel like I come down here without props, so I wanted to make it worth your while.
Thank you.
Yes, and I have more in my bag, but we'll get to it.
Whoop, we're just losing stuff too. Okay, so what do we got?
Oh, Phil's character.
What is this? Okay, explain something, Katie.
We're talking about. So we're talking about Halloween safety and how you can track your kids using little devices that are now on the marketplace. So what's awesome about something like this is an Amber Alert GPS system, and as I always say, you have to check your coverage area for making sure you have good satellite signal, because in New York, this is somewhere that doesn't pick up good reception. Mm-hmm. But this little device, you can put it on, you can put it in a little carabiner thing, or you can put it on a bracelet. And what it does is it tracks your child's location, and it actually breadcrumbs it. So anywhere they are, if they're moving, you can actually know exactly where they're at. You can get email or you can get text alerts. So these technologies, it's funny, GPSs we're not used to, but personal tracking GPS devices that actually work, finding a good one is really difficult. There is a monthly service available with these, so you have to pay by the month. But
how much?
This one's like $179 for the device. But then like monthly, it's kind of a la carte, so depending on what you want, it's about like $10, $20, depending on what features you pick.
Well, give us an example of some of the features.
Yeah, this one's actually really cool. As you see here, there's two little buttons. This actually has two-way voice if you want it. So imagine you're a parent, you're dealing with a child that doesn't yet have a cell phone. You can actually communicate like a cell phone to this device, pressing the buttons. You can also press this panic button, which is nice because it'll say, hey, I'm panicking, I am at this location, so it'll let a parent know. And then, of course, you can get all the additional little accessories with it as well.
Does a parent also have this device as well? Does it come with okay, so they just link this to their iPhone or their computer?
Yeah, you can link it to your cell phone, you can link it to email. Totally. Or you can check it on the web. Like, you can check your whole history on the web, which is nice.
And kids can talk into this.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right?
I mean, it's so...
I think, like, $179 is a little pricey. But I think where we're going with the technologies, like, we're going to see a lot more personal tracking devices out there. There's also ones like Track Stick and Zoom Back, which are cool because you can stick them under a car. The Track Stick's magnetic, so if you have a speeding teen, it'll actually record their location and tell you how fast they're going too. So a lot of different, personal tracking devices out there.
Well, this is kind of really scary for dads who want to monitor their daughters on dates.
Yeah.
Because this is a really good way to do it.
Just put it in their purse. They won't even know it's there.
Wow, there goes the ultimate punishment, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no getting out of it now. Exactly. No sneaking out of the side window, right?
You got it.
All right, so what else do we have? This is actually really valuable and useful.
So we're talking about personal tracking GPS devices. So another thing that I actually think is really undervalued, and I just have a ton of phones and also my iPad, because I want to show you the family locator plans. A lot of parents don't realize that this is a feature that is available. And what's great about family mapping, family locator plans, they're like $10 a month. So listen, if you already have a teen that has a cell phone, you can now track them in the same way that I'm showing you with that little device, but now using your cell phone capability. So I think that's really phenomenal. And then also, you can do that with apps.
I wonder if we can slide this around in front. Yeah,
I want to show you. So this is a perfect example of one of the apps that I have. It was like $3.99 for the iPad, and it's also, of course, compatible. And it's showing you my exact location right now. So imagine being able to do this with anyone in your family or even just your friends. I have a few friends that I have as contacts on here that also downloaded the app, and I can see where they are at any time. Cool.
No privacy, though, huh?
Throw it out the window. Yeah.
So can you show us exactly how, I'm sure it's hard to see, but just so our chat room gets a sense of...
So this is cool because I can actually, so this is where I'm at right now. And you can see, like, it uses Google Maps, which we're all pretty much familiar with. You can get a street view. You can get that hybrid view that I just showed you. And then, like, for the example, I set up my friends on this, like, I can see where she's at, or I can go back to myself and go to map. And I'll just pull it up. I can go to street view. It's really intuitive. I mean, there's not a lot to get into. It's just pretty easy in terms of tracking.
Wow, that is...
Yeah. I like there's iLoki 2, which is a good one. That's like 99 cents to $1.99, depending on what level you buy. There's a light and then an extended version. And then there's also GPS tracking, which I like.
And this could be used for any cell phone as well, or?
This is, I think those are both specific to, proprietary to the iPhone, but then there are a number of different GPS tracking devices on the Android marketplace, I believe, and yeah. And
Google Maps Latitude works very well.
Latitude works well too. Let's talk about that, because that's actually a Google has like 1,000 things that they do.
Yeah.
People don't realize Google Latitude. It's a free service.
Yep.
You pair it with your phone.
Yep.
And you can actually, it's another tracking device for anybody in your family. But you know, can I tell you, I was like setting up Google Latitude and nobody would like test it with me.
Oh, really?
Everybody's all paranoid because of Google and privacy, and they're like, I don't want another Google feature. So I'm like, okay, so I'm like testing myself on Google Latitude. Oh, there I am. Like, it works.
But it is really fantastic.
I lost my cell phone in a cab last week, and I needed it immediately because I was going out of town. And so I did two things. I signed up for Google Latitude.
Yeah.
And the other thing I did was the Sprint Family Locator.
You actually knew about that?
Yes.
A lot of people don't know about those family plans, those locator plans.
Well, look, it's perfect in New York City.
And say what it does, though, too, because it helps you find your phone.
That's what I'm saying. First of all, I kept calling my phone, and no one was picking up. I left it in a taxi cab. So I signed up for the Sprint Family Locator, and it pulled up in 1 minute. My phone was only across town. It was.
That's not bad.
I was on the west side. It was on the east side. And at that moment, actually, that was when the person who had my phone answered my phone. And she's like, yeah, I'm over at, such and such. It was accurate within 1 block.
All right, I don't want to get off track, but I have to ask you.
Yeah.
So this happens in New York a lot. People leave phones in cabs.
Mm-hmm. Right.
People
all the time.
In restaurants. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like a New York thing. You always use your phone and you hope somebody picks it up. So me and my friends have this thing going, though. Did that person that you found your phone, did you give them a reward?
She didn't ask for one.
It doesn't matter.
And she wasn't there personally. She left it at the desk of the building.
Yeah,
I think $20. I've done that.
Minimum.
I have done that.
Okay, Dietz. What happened?
I believe in paying it forward.
Did you wait? You gave them a reward, or somebody gave you a reward?
I gave them.
What'd you give them?
$20.
I think that's fair.
And it was a girl, and I said, listen, she said no, and I said, at least have a drink on me. You know, the fact that you even she called me, and you called my mother, and I was with my mom, and it said mom cell, and I got the phone within an hour.
See, I like you.
See, I just feel like, first of all, I came here one morning at 3 o'clock in the morning and found a BlackBerry in the cab. So the one woman called, I answered, and I said, yeah, I'll meet you. I met her later that day. I gave her the BlackBerry. So I had already paid it forward. And I think that's payment enough.
You know what? I have misplaced my phone so many times. I think I've given away at least $100 just on thank you.
Okay, and it's not even like the monetary thing. It's the principle for me. And I know we're off track, and we'll get back in. But like, hold on. No, I think it's like you have to say like thanks. Some girl ruined my day one time. I found a BlackBerry in a cab.
But thanks is enough.
No, it's not.
Dick Rathbone in the chat room is saying
$20.
You're encouraging cell phone theft and creating a market for people to steal your phone so that you can give them the reward.
What? What?
Well, I think you have to be really, really, really creative to come up with that.
It's not the hardware. Like, okay, like $200 for my phone, whatever. It's the data that's in my phone.
No, of course.
And like, I mean, hopefully you have your phone
important.
locked. But I'm saying, emails, contacts, notes. Forget it. That is worth 20 bones. Who's going to contest with me on that?
What's wrong with the human heart connecting one to the other?
No, I don't care about the human heart.
Thank you.
I don't.
All right, so although I want to talk about the human heart, I'd love to talk about some of the other really cool things you have for Halloween safety as well.
Right on. Okay, so we talked about family locator.
Talk about a really great segue, right?
Yeah, no, I'm all for that on this show. We talked about family locator plans. We talked about personal GPS tracking devices and also apps. And actually, the last thing I talked about, and I had plenty more props on set, so just bear with me.
Do you want me to take some of that so it doesn't fall off?
Well, here you go. You can have this one. What is it?
What is this?
They've never seen that, so don't say anything.
A try me.
Low budget show.
Don't advertise that.
I'm sorry, I just lost it.
You know you want to come back. All right, finish talking to me about what is this?
So my last point, we went from some very high-tech devices, but actually sometimes it's the low-tech, inexpensive devices that make a world of a difference. On Halloween, most people don't realize that there's 4 times more accidents caused with pedestrians because it's dark.
It's actually one of the most dangerous holidays, right?
I know. We don't want to be like Debbie Downer, but I just want to like throw out that statistic for you. So go out to the dollar store, go out to Walmart, and get the flashy light-up stuff. That's the cool stuff that kids will actually wear.
This is nice.
Yeah, and you know what my other big one is? Go to Lowe's, the Home Depot if you have time, and get some reflective tape and put it on your trick-or-treat bag.
But isn't that, all right, that's really smart, but come on, doesn't that kind of ruin the style of the trick-or-treat bag?
I was trick-or-treating with a garbage bag. That's how, like, I looked back on that, I'm like, I was such a jerk. Like, we were going around with trash bags. Like, was that necessary, that much candy?
What makes this flashlight different than just your dad's flashlight?
Because it was $1 and it looks stylish.
Oh, is it just because it's orange? Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure.
That's not like your sturdy, dorky light.
All right, so I'm not missing anything here. This doesn't do anything else?
It has you can hit it a couple different, it has a flashy, it goes orange.
Cool. What else you got here? This looks kind of fun.
Yeah, that's another flashlight. I gave away lots of the bracelets and necklaces. And then, of course, glow sticks, which everybody loves.
And
fun stuff.
And this is like a really kind of fashionable way to be seen, right?
Totally.
Just so our chat room knows, Katie is laughing at Rick. We won't say what he's doing, but
I've told my viewers everything. I've shown my viewers everything except for I have one secret.
One secret. I just don't want anybody to think they're really missing something.
I have one secret.
I will not reveal that secret, but there's something going. There's a big inside joke going on here.
I started sweating because I was laughing so hard.
Does this thing ever stop lighting up?
I don't know, dude. You know, I just busted these out. I got these at Hearthsong, which is a really cool website for like kids trinkety stuff that they'll actually wear.
How long will that bracelet last? Cool Jets wants to know.
You know what? It's at least a few hours, and Hearthsong will have the exact details.
Okay, Hearthsong.
I don't want to seem like a bad techie here because this is still light-up technology we're talking about.
Now, what about, Rick and I were actually talking earlier, I know this could be way down the line.
Oh my gosh, P.S. I have something to tell you real quick.
What?
You remember you asked me, you were carving your pumpkin, and you were asking me for tech tips?
I still have the parties today.
There's an app. There is a pumpkin carving app. And I thought of you, and I was so disappointed in myself. So now I got redemption.
That's okay, because it's today.
Yeah.
All right, well,
it's like 99 cents.
What's the app?
You know, I don't know the specific name, but if you, like, type in pumpkin carving in the search, there's an app for that.
Oh,
of course there's an app for that.
Of course.
Right?
I love it. Anything else? I know that you said you brought some stuff on the set. Have we kind of extinguished everything?
We've kind of talked about everything.
What is this?
That was just another flashy thing.
So we have a lot of light-up toys.
Oh, lots of junk.
This is what I was going to ask. Do we have anything down the line, this is really far-fetched, Rick and I think, but hey, you never know, that can help indicate if kids' candy is safe? Because we were talking about how our mothers kind of go through all of the candy, and it was always so torturous for kids because you would look at it and think, I just want to eat it now.
Yeah, maybe there's an app for that. But no.
I'm always giving you something to think about,
I
Katie.
know, and then I'll come back next week and I'll be like, I totally have developed an idea. You know, I don't know. When I was little, remember you used to get like the popcorn balls, and then like the weirdos would hand you all that candy that was unwrapped, and you're like, are you like off? Like, give me good wrapped candy in the king size. Like, I don't want to be greedy, but that's the truth.
I could never eat the unwrapped candy.
That was dirty.
That was the rule. Well, this is really cool. Thanks for bringing all this. This will certainly promote a much safer Halloween, that's for sure. I think this is really my favorite. I mean, for $179, this is really effective and just a fantastic tracking device.
Totally. Something different, something new. And it's actually a sneak peek because these aren't available until November 1st.
Are we seeing these flying off the shelf, you think, in the future? What's your prediction?
I think they have a little ways to go, personally. I think, you know, personal GPS tracking devices, unlike GPSs that we're so familiar with in our cars, are so much more developed. So I think they have a ways to go with the tech, but I think it's definitely somewhere it's
We'll get there, and we'll have you back to talk more about it.
Fabulous.
Thank you. Take all of your light-up toys.
Thanks.
Thanks for being with us again.
Good times.
And come back.
Will do.
Let's talk Christmas next time.